Welcome to our channel. We make science fiction, interesting history and on-demand infotainment. Subscribe and press the bell and never miss our upcoming videos.
10 interesting facts of Mars. How many moons does Mars have? There are two Mars moons, Phobos and Deimos. Phobos is the larger of the two, but it is still tiny, with the radius of around 11 kilometers. Both moons were named after the Greek gods, and twin sons of the god Mars, of fear and terror respectively. They were discovered in 1877 by American astronomer Asaph Hall. Which country went to Mars first? In 1960, the Soviet Union was the first country to attempt a flyby of Mars with 1M, known in the West as Marsnik, but the mission was unsuccessful. The USA was the first nation to reach Mars successfully when Mariner 4 made a flyby of the Red Planet in July 1965. What have we found on Mars? Alas, there have been no reported sightings of little green men, but what has been discovered on the Mars surface is evidence of persistent liquid water, microbes supporting chemistry, organic molecules, active methane and rocks. Lots of rocks. What is the gravity on Mars? As Mars is smaller than Earth, the effect of gravity is much weaker. That's great news if you want to lose weight quickly, because if you weighed 75 kilograms on Earth, that would drop to just over 28 kilograms on Mars. What is between Mars and Jupiter? The majority of the solar system's known asteroids lie between Mars and Jupiter, with between 1.1 and 1.9 million of them larger than a kilometer in diameter. There are millions more smaller ones, but are so spread out the distance between them is in the millions of kilometers. What is the weather like on Mars? Despite the thin Mars atmosphere, the planet is still capable of clouds and weather. In fact, when it comes to wind, Mars has the biggest dust storms on all of the planets in the solar system. How many robots are on Mars? Mars is currently home to 16 robots, with more planned in the near future. Only 2 are currently operational, NASA's Curiosity rover and InSight lander, and 4 either crash-landed on the surface or broke up on entry. To date, Mars is the only known planet in the universe to be entirely inhabited by robots. How hot is Mars? Mars is not the sort of place you want to go on a summer holiday. After a months-long journey, you will be welcomed by a maximum temperature of around 20 degrees Celsius on the equator in summer. Down at the poles, Mars can get as cold as -125 degrees Celsius. The average temperature for the red planet is -63 degrees Celsius. How did Mars lose its atmosphere? Mars was once a warm, wet planet thanks to an atmosphere as thick as Earth's, but those days are long gone. Now it's a dusty old place due to atmospheric corrosion, caused by a process known as sputtering. This happens when ions carried by solar wind knock atoms out of the atmosphere and into space. How far is Mars from the Sun? Mars has what is known as an eccentric orbit, which means it's not perfectly circular around the Sun. That means the distance between the two is always changing, but at their closest it is 206 million km, while its furthest is 249 million km. This averages out to around 229 million km.